My name is Pat from the band Light Years, and this is Zero Platoon. I played a song called Hindsight. It's on our last full-length record. That song, it's more of an acoustic one actually on the record, so I think it sounds good. Acoustic guitar without anyone else. And the song's about, like, I lost my dad passed away like four years ago, right before this band started. And like I just remember, like, it was at that pivotal time, like, you know, that quarter life crisis was coming, and I was like, what do I want to do? And like, this sucks. Like, I want to be in a band. And like, I thought about it like in a bigger picture, like death, kind of like the whole like idea, like we're actually all gonna die. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of sounds weird, but like I was like, why not? Like, why not do what you want to do while you still can? You know, because like everyone's gonna die regardless of, like, I know this sounds really weird and heavy, but like that's kind of what's going through my mind. And like my dad passed away, and I was like, damn, like he would want me to do it. He was a musician. He always loved seeing my band, so it was like, I'm gonna do it. And you know, what if I end up completely broke and 35 years old? Like, I'll be dead soon. Like, I'll die too. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think. This is a song called Hindsight on our record, I Won't Hold This Against You. I'd like to change. I run my hand across my father's grave, and I realize we all end the same. So why am I so afraid to take a chance and a risk before it all gets swept away? Always told me that you wanted me to try. I run my hand across my father's grave, and I realize we all end the same. So why am I so afraid to take a chance and a risk before it all gets swept away? Across my father's grave, and I realize we all end the same. So why am I so afraid to take a chance and a risk before it all gets swept? I run my hand across my father's grave, and I realize we all end the same. So why am I so afraid to take a chance and a risk before it all gets swept away? I was in seventh grade, sixth grade, sorry, and my dad was a big guitar player, always playing around the house and always had music going. There was always like country, bluegrass, stuff that didn't really interest me at the time. And then I was listening to Blink-182, I said before, and he started playing along on his guitar, and I was like, oh my god, like I can do that. So from there, like I wanted to, you know, play guitar. He would teach me. I never had real lessons. Like, he was very good, so he was able to show me anything I needed to do in the punk rock world. So, but yeah, I was sixth grade is when I picked up the acoustic guitar and went from there and never stopped. It was probably right in eighth grade. It was just with some friends who never played a show, but we did like Misfits covers, and obviously Blink-182, Screeching Weasel, just really punk stuff, and skateboarded around. It was just for fun. Light Years started, I think 4 years ago now. Me and the bass player had been in bands in high school together, just crappier punk bands than now. And so after that kind of ended, I was like, I really want to start this band. It sounds like early 2000s, and I'm like, let's do it like that. Like, just go for it. And he was on board. The other two members I met, a drummer. We were going to Kent State. He was in a hardcore band, and I knew, and he joined. And then the other guitarist was also in school with us, so we all started playing. And then it got a little more serious. We had tours and shows all the time, and half of us really wanted to go, and we dropped out of school, and the other half were like, I'm not gonna do that. So then we got two new members who were all same mindset, and they joined about 2 years ago now. So we've been touring ever since. So like we were all like gung ho about it, and like tour, like whatever. And then it kind of like it's been such an uphill battle for us, like a climb, like a struggle. Like we didn't really pop off like some of our peers have done. So it's like why waste our time? Like, should we even continue? Like, there's been nights we just get in fights on tour, like, because of nothing, and then you're just like, oh, is this really worth it? But then, like, you play a show in, like, Belgium, and, like, all these kids are singing along, and you're like, fuck, like, yeah, this is awesome. Like, this is why I want to do it. And, like, so there has definitely been down times, like, it's like, god damn, like, this sucks. But, yeah, but at first we were all about it, and I think my dad passing was actually kind of a kick in the ass to me. Like, you gotta get moving before it's gone. There's definitely times like being on tour, like, is what I want to do, but like it's impossible to like keep relationships back home, whether with a girl or your friends, and like you kind of like sacrifice a lot to do this for like little reward at the same time. So there's been times like it's just like I'd rather just sit at home, and there's definitely been times I'm like, I'm done, like, I'm quitting, like, after this tour. You know what I mean? But it's like, I never do, because it's just like, what else would I do? I don't know. And, like, music has been since I was a kid, since my dad, showed me how to play guitar, it's been, like, the only thing I have. Like, I don't have anything really that makes me as happy as playing music, being around music, listening to, like, bands that get it, like, so I guess just like everyday life kind of gets you down once you're over 22. Like, you know what I mean? Everything sucks. It is weird though, like when you're down and you listen to music that's down, you're kind of like, I relate. Like, I always liked Saves the Day. Like, that was always a big one for me. And the Ghetto Kids we talked earlier, like, were always a huge thing. Obviously, Blink-182, but they were just like so jokey and fun. Not anymore really, but it kind of would, that would pull me out. But like, yeah, like, if I've ever had, like, girl trouble, and you listen to, like, Dashboard, and you're like, oh, man, you got it, I got you, and, like, so it's definitely, like, a thing. I don't know. It's weird to think about when you're sad, to listen to other sad music, but you can relate. Someone else is definitely going through it, but you gotta find that little stuff that makes you happy. I burned my hand across my fire.